UIUC mascots pleases everyone.
All those funny memes were from a Facebook group called UIUC Memes for underfunded teens. It was founded back in 2016, with almost 29,000 members sharing memes. This meme group is just like a foundation of Maslow's hierarchy of needs for UIUC students. Yeah, I just created that meme. I'll perhaps post it later. From red view array to classes being cancelled, seriously anything could be memed. So, today's special program for CornTV, we're going to take a look at this genius group among underfunded teens. Let's take a look at what it is. I'll just search it on Facebook saying UIUC memes for underfunded teens and click on search. So here's the result that we have. Obviously, I have joined the group, so the first page is just a group name. We're going to click on it and see what's gonna happen. So here we are. The very first thing you will see just this big meme saying UIUC mascot pleases everyone. Then you might notice the number of members here, 29,000. That's a lot. And then scroll down, you can see the new post here, some of the new rules and also the old rules. You have to post UIUC related memes here in the page. It has to be UIUC related. Then scroll down, you will see some of the new memes. Put it on, take it off. Yeah, that's like the hot meme right now. And when you scroll down, you can see what's new here and what's on fire here. After seeing all this, I kind of wondered how people get started with this from the first place. So I invited one of the admins of the group, Andy, to tell us more about the stories behind the memes.
Andy Zhou now is a junior studying accounting, but most importantly, he is one of the admins of UIUC meme groups.
I actually was not there for when the group was founded. I would say how I came to be involved was back in, I'd say, October of 2016, so I was just a freshman. I had initially, as a senior in high school, seen the UC Berkeley meme page, and that got very popular. I remember I joined when it had maybe 12,000 members, so it's got 190,000 now, so that's a long time ago. But I thought that it would be kind of cool to like have our own thing. So at first, I kind of like posted memes in the UI class of 2020 group, and then eventually, like I got to talks with another classmate of mine to make our own meme page. And we had that going for a while, but that was maybe only like a month until I'd say in about October, I was contacted by Harsh and Ananya, who are the founding admins of the group. And they told me like, hey, we have a group called UIUC Memes for Underfunded Teens. And at that time, they had like 3,000 members already. Yeah, they had a lot like built up, but there wasn't much going on with the group. And they proposed to merge with my group, and I figured since they had a lot more than us, I thought it'd be a good opportunity, so I decided to just join them as a moderator at that time. So I closed my group, and that's how I got involved, way back in October. I want to say, I think I may have just gotten there when we just started picking up steam, but I think like after winter break, we were over 6,000. I think we were really growing. We're growing a lot. We broke double digits, I think, my freshman year as well. That was like almost 2 years ago now. I think really just the word of mouth, like a lot of people during that like time period, like 2016, 2017, there were a lot of college meme pages popping up. Some of the more popular ones are like the Harvard meme page. A lot of people are on that. My personal favorite is the Duke meme page, but there's invitations for literally any large university, public or private. So I think during that time, with all these groups going on, a lot of people in their respective schools wanted to find out if theirs had one. And we were actually relatively early to the trend. I wouldn't say we were the first or even like the third or fourth, but we were definitely one of these slightly earlier pages to get founded. So I think that's what really let us gain a lot of steam to be so big. And especially, I think there's some schools like Purdue, for example, or IU, who don't have that large of a meme page or following. Sorry, Purdue, I know. But I think, so a lot of students there probably just look for the schools closest to them, and U of I was just in the Midwest, and there weren't that many in the Midwest. So our roles, like, we don't really have a super formal structure. So right now there's only 3 admins. That's Harshit, Ananya, the founders, and then me. And then we have a bunch of moderators. We have Ish, Prad, Nathan, and Haley. I'm sure most people are familiar with Nathan and Haley. They like to post on the group a lot. And they're also the only people to become a moderator through a formal recruitment process. But I mean, in general, our roles, whether you're an admin or a moderator, our roles are all the same. So our group has filtered posts. So to post on the group, you need to have it approved by an admin or a mod. So that's our primary duty, is just to look at posts that are pending, see if they follow our guidelines, see if they follow our rules, and approve them. And if they don't, sometimes we just delete them if it's like really bad. But like if they're like a little bit off, like they're not related too much, sometimes I'll personally at least message the person and say, hey, you're breaking this rule, but if you adjust this, you can post. And then the other duty that's primary to us is accepting member requests. So to join our group, you need to answer 2 questions. And then to join, some people don't always answer questions, so we just kind of leave them in limbo until they do. But usually, I try and do this at least once a day, but I just look when I wake up at like how many pending member joins we have, and then I accept all the ones who answered the questions. This is a great time to address that. So, I'm not going to call out Nathan or Haley right now, but part of our moderator recruitment process was to push the planning of that event on our new moderation team, because we had never, like, when we were recruiting, the idea to outsource work to other people had never occurred to us until we realized we could do that. And so I kind of leaned on Nathan and Haley to like start an event. It's my fault too for not doing anything about it. But we had some plans, and then the end of the year came, Harshit graduated, Ananya's off, and the other mods who are not involved, I shouldn't say some of their dispositions, but we just ended up falling through. We lack manpower. I think there's only 3 of us on campus now. It's just really hard for us to do an event. But on that note, I am right now tentatively looking into doing a merchandise collaboration with a local business. So we had a group by one of our moderators, Nathan, who simply posted, it was an anti-Granger Club hoodie. And the post got really popular, and a lot of people wanted to kind of have that for real. And I've gotten a lot of like messages from people asking if we have merchandise or if we plan to do merchandising. And personally, I'm against the idea of doing something like that for profit, just because I feel like it's not like within the proper mission of the page. But right now, I'm talking to a bunch of organizations. I'm trying to see if they're willing to do like a minimal, no margins for myself, like collaboration for that. But I mean, there's a lot of financial issues, things like that. Just to do even a limited run costs a lot of money. But stay tuned in the future. Hopefully those talks go through.
After talking to Andy, I also contacted with Ananya, another meme admin. She told me that there will be a meme course hopefully open next semester. And about the curriculum, find out yourself. Merchandise meme course. What would be the future for UIUC memes? At least I know it's gonna have a lot of fun.